Hello, everyone. My name is Gary Wong. I'm from Department of Economics, Lingnan University. Today, my presentation is about my teaching case using Metaverse for education. I'm sorry that I was unable to join the meeting in person because I'm not available during this time slot. But my colleague Daniel here after my presentation in case you have any question. So Daniel will be very happy to address your question. Thank you. Go back to my teaching case. My course is the title is Finance and Politics. This is a course for undergraduate students, and they are mainly first year or second year students from different majors because this is a cluster course. All students, they can take it as an elective. There is one topic about this course is about the Great Depression. I would like to explore it. Okay, using a metaverse education, whether it has a potential. Okay, whether students they would like, they like the idea, and as a teacher, certainly I would like to know whether using a alternative learning environment, that could enhance students' their understanding on some economic concepts and also about the retention of knowledge. For the existing literature, because metaverse is still, I think, something new, and in particular for education. So for the existing literature, as you can see here, they mainly highlight the potential use of metaverse for education and how the platform integrated with education approaches, how they could integrate it in a way to enhance students' learning. And that's exactly what I'm now trying to do. I have two research questions. Basically, this study is, we be based on a small sample. So I only have two simple research questions. First is whether the Metaverse platform that would enhance students' their engagement, increase their participation in class. Second is for the Metaverse environment. We build in different features for students. Because my course, the class size is small, so it's not that feasible to do a control group and experimental group in one semester, because my course, the class size are only 30 to 35 students in one semester. In this study, students from the first semester, they would be set up as a control group, and then students they from the second semesters, they would be as a control group. And for the control group, so we the metaverse platform that we adopted, there would be some additional feature which is called NPC, non-player characters. With NPC students in the platform, they could interact with these NPCs, and the NPC would provide students additional information in forms of video, additional lecture materials or readings. So students would interact with this NPC before they would complete some multiple choice questions essay assessment. But for the another group, so the group in the semester 1, so they would just go through the multiple choice questions in the Metaverse platform. So we would like to do a comparison whether this kind of additional feature could be helpful for students, their learning experience. So having said that, right? So the sample size not too big, right? Just a 30 to 35 something, and so we adopt a mixed approach to form, the two groups. Because if we separate two groups in one semester, then each group may be just with 10 to 15 students, and that could be too small to come up with some findings. So we adopt this mixed methods, this approach, try to address the research questions. And we collect the data in 2 ways. So first is the Metaverse platform. So I adopt a platform which is called a Classlet, and which is a Metaverse platform. But certainly, for the platform that suitable for education purpose, and in particular for my course, I have to provide Classlet the course content materials, and also all the assessments like the multiple choice questions, and then the platform will base on those materials to create a learning environment for students. And another way to collect the data that is through a self-assessment survey. After students get it done, all the quests in the Metaverse, so they will do a questionnaire. All right. So we basically collect the data from 2 ways. One is the platform itself that will record students' responses. Second is through the students' self-assessment survey. So here a screen shot about the Metaverse, the platform. So you can see, this is the character students they play, and they have to interact with various characters here. Some will show multiple choice questions. They have to try, the questions, and some avatar will provide them additional information like video, some hints and clues, right? That could be helpful for students to address those multiple choice questions. Okay, so for the results, basically, having said that, we have 2 data sources. One is from the platform, and second is from the self-assessment survey. So we compare, the responses from group 1 and group 2, right? Students from semester 1 and semester 2, and basically, the data, we obtained, we record a consistent and also suitable for comparison and do some regression analysis. And for the self-assessment surveys, so I would like to highlight, 3 things. First is about the technology we adopted. So for students, Metaverse is still something new. So there's a learning curve for students to familiar with the platform. And second is about the pedagogy, right? The approach that we use this platform for education. So at the beginning, I have to tell students, clearly why we have to do this. It's not just a game, it's for education purpose. And how the game, the content that will in line with the learning outcomes. So at the beginning, so I have to tell students all this clearly. I would do I did a detailed, a presentation about the platform, about maybe some technical issues they may encounter in the platform, and most important is why we do this. And that is that is important, right? That matter for students the intention to use Metaverse. And second, based on the qualitative feedback from the survey, students basically they find the Metaverse platform engaging, educational, and that will enhance the understanding about the concepts about the Great Depression. But certainly there are also some challenges students, and also myself faced. That would be the technical issues. So here are some feedbacks from students. We received the positive and negative feedbacks. So basically, you can see, right? So just a highlight here. Students find the platform fun, right? Interesting, and the knowledge is memorable by playing the game. So second is the setting is highly related to the Great Depression. Also, that would help them, to learn the concepts, through this platform because it's more interactive, more interesting, and there are also some photos, videos provided in the platform with the additional explanations, right, in the platform. But there are also some comments negative from students. Some students they may prefer, the traditional approach. Just give them the multiple choice questions and then they do it, right? Though they find it interesting, but some students prefer the traditional approach. And that is, the qualitative comments. For the findings, based on some statistics, so we do a comparison between the two groups, group 1 and 2, one with NPC, one without, and it shows that the group that was NPC, they performed better in terms of the multiple choice the score. This is significant. So that may tell that the NPC, right, this approach integrated in the Metaverse platform that could enhance learning. Second is the impact of aesthetics and engagement on learning willingness. Certainly, Metaverse performed a alternative environment, right, for students, not just the lecture notes and also the textbooks, right, but it's a visualized platform. So the visual appealing and the interactive environment somehow that also an important factor to motivate students, and that is what we have from our findings. So third is about the statistical challenges and the variability we observed in group 2. That is the group that was the NPC. So the variability, indicates that students they engage differently, they learn differently, using this platform, and so there's a potential that we may have a more personalized content for students in the Metaverse platform. We can think how in the future, right, how we could provide students a more personalized experience in the Metaverse platform. In conclusion, Metaverse, has potential for education purpose. In the future, it could be, even better if we can integrate the VR set, right, the equipment, so students they can, may find it even more interesting, right, more engaging in the platform. So that would be a research area for the future. So here are some references. So thank you very much. My colleague Daniel will be here to answer some questions if you have. Thank you very much. So once again, right, so my apologies. I was not able to join the meeting in person. Thank you very much. I wish you enjoy the the teaching case and find it informative.